Hey there, lovely souls. Welcome to my channel Magnetize Official. You've just stepped into a space where transformative insights are ready to shift the very way you experience life. Here, we're offering powerful readings designed to guide you toward a deeper sense of purpose and direction, helping you connect with the life you're meant to live. These aren't just readings. They're invitations to open doors to a brighter, more fulfilling future. You'll gain the tools needed to enhance your present and lay the groundwork for a more promising tomorrow. But before we dive in, take a moment to ensure you're subscribed to Magnetize Official. Our goal is to reach 20,000 subscribers, and we need your beautiful energy to help us get there. Every single bit of support you offer truly counts, and I want to express my heartfelt gratitude for you being part of this incredible journey with us. Now, I won't keep you waiting any longer. Are you ready for today's insights? If you are, drop a "Yes, I'm ready" in the comments below. Let's co-create this beautiful energy together. Today's reading is all about exploring the powerful concept of holding the frequency. This term speaks to the divine feminine energy, a light worker who carries the sacred role of transforming dense, heavy energies into light. When we talk about the divine feminine, I'll be using she and her to represent this energy, but I want you to remember that these pronouns don't define any particular gender. Divine feminine and divine masculine energies are present within all of us, regardless of the body we inhabit. This is a time of profound spiritual awakening, and the energy of the divine feminine invites us all to align with our higher selves, holding the frequency of love, light, and transformation in every moment. Stay tuned, because the messages here are designed to resonate with your soul and guide you toward a place of healing and empowerment. The divine feminine is truly gifted in her light work, though her journey may appear chaotic or messy to the outside world. It's not just others who might struggle to understand her path. There are times when she herself may not fully grasp the process. If you've been feeling overwhelmed by intense emotions, or as though your life is in disarray, take comfort in knowing that there is a deeper purpose unfolding beneath the surface. You are right in the middle of a profound transformation, one that involves clearing out dense, heavy energies and turning the darker, more challenging aspects of yourself into pure light. This transformation can often feel disordered, unclear, or even unsettling. You may experience physical or emotional sensations that seem out of place or feel as though your life is out of sync. And that's okay, because much of the work you're doing is happening on a subconscious level, beyond the reach of your conscious mind. You're in the process of releasing old patterns, limiting beliefs, and collective shadows that might not always be easy to identify or let go of. Even though this process might feel overwhelming, confusing, or even chaotic at times, trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Nothing is going wrong, even if things feel uncertain. Every emotion, physical sensation, or change in your circumstances is part of a bigger picture, unfolding for a higher purpose. Embrace this process with trust and know that you are being guided every step of the way. At this point in your soul's journey, the light work you're engaging in is likely beyond what your logical mind can fully comprehend. It's as though you're being guided through a process that can't always be neatly explained, but it's all part of the bigger picture. Now, as I begin shuffling the cards, the first one to emerge from the Work Your Light Oracle deck is the ever-unfolding rose, cracked open. The message on this card hits deeply. It's happening for you, not to you. Right away, I feel a powerful connection between this message and the intuitive energy that came through earlier in the reading. It seems like this message is speaking directly to a divine feminine energy who may be feeling vulnerable, raw, or cracked open right now. What I'm sensing is that whatever you're experiencing, no matter how chaotic, difficult, or painful it may seem, is not happening by chance. It's actually a powerful activation. You are being called to rise to a higher level of existence, energetically, vibrationally, and emotionally. The shift you're navigating is part of a much greater spiritual transformation. You're clearing the way for a more aligned, elevated reality to manifest in your life. Even if it feels like things are falling apart on the surface, what's really happening is a profound spiritual upgrade, one that will ultimately lead you to a more expansive and fulfilling experience. From the perspective of the spiritual realm, the challenges you're facing right now are not signs that things are falling apart. In fact, they are powerful moments of deep activation. You may notice old patterns resurfacing, painful wounds coming up, or intense emotions bubbling to the surface in ways that feel overwhelming or confusing. While it may seem like you're being broken down, what's actually happening is that you are being energetically cracked open. This process is creating space within you to hold more light, sustain a higher frequency, and align with a more elevated, vibrant reality. One that reflects your soul's deepest desires, intentions, and divine blueprint. I feel guided to share a message from the guidebook for this card, as it offers even more profound insight into what you may be experiencing right now. The words are deeply encouraging and provide the comfort and validation that many of you may need to hear at this very moment. The true challenge of life lies in keeping your heart open, especially when it feels so much easier to shut it down. Life has a way of cracking us open, gently urging us to stay soft, even through the pain and loss. It asks us to release what no longer serves us and to let things fall away when the time is right. Being human requires incredible courage. A fully lived life will inevitably be filled with losses, triumphs, and countless adventures. Wherever you are right now, life is softly encouraging you to keep unfolding, to stay open-hearted, and to embrace the process of being cracked open. Be kind and gentle with yourself as you navigate this journey. This message feels like a soothing balm for the soul, a gentle reminder that even in moments of intense emotional upheaval or spiritual confusion, there is a deeper purpose at work. Life is inviting you to stay open, stay soft, and allow yourself to be transformed. You don't need to rush through this process or have all the answers. Simply being gentle with your heart as it undergoes this beautiful unfolding is an act of courage in itself. I also feel that many of you are currently in the midst of breaking free from deeply ingrained patterns, relationships, or energies that no longer serve you. These might be energies that have been with you for years, or even lifetimes, patterns so deeply embedded that they seem almost impossible to confront. And yet, here you are, standing in your power, bravely facing them head-on and choosing to heal and transform. This is a courageous step that not everyone dares to take, and it is a powerful testament to your inner strength. For some of you, this process of transformation might be stirring up old memories or beliefs about being too emotional or too sensitive. Maybe you've been told in the past that your deep emotions or your ability to sense energies around you were weaknesses. Perhaps you were made to feel that your sensitivity was something you should hide, suppress, or even apologize for. But I want to remind you of something incredibly important. Your ability to feel deeply is one of your greatest strengths. It is not a flaw, nor is it a burden. It is, in fact, your superpower. You are energetically attuned in ways that many people simply cannot understand. You possess a unique gift, the ability to tune into the unseen, to feel the energies of those around you, and to transform those energies in ways that bring healing. And this healing doesn't just happen within you, it ripples outward, affecting the world around you. Your sensitivity is not a weakness, no matter what others may have told you in the past. On the contrary, it is the very essence of your strength. This ability allows you to access higher frequencies, to heal, uplift, and shine light in the darkest corners of the world. So, I encourage you to embrace it fully, trust in it, and know that this ongoing process of transformation is not just an individual journey, it is a collective one. You are not walking this path alone. As you open up and rise into a higher vibrational state, you are not only healing yourself, but you are also contributing to the healing of those around you and the world itself. Now that we've created the space for this transformation, I'm going to shuffle the traditional tarot cards to see what messages are coming through for the beautiful divine feminines tuning into this reading. I feel that today's message is meant for a very specific group of divine feminines, and I can't wait to see what guidance is ready to come through for you. The card that has come through today is the King of Cups, and with it, there's a powerful presence of masculine or divine masculine energy. This energy feels as though it's in a bit of a standstill, like time has come to a halt in their life. There's a noticeable sense of stagnation in their physical world, as if everything has paused for a moment. Despite this stillness, however, their focus is incredibly strong, almost magnetic. It's as if all of their energy is solely directed at you, divine feminine, in a singular, unwavering way. There's a calm, grounded presence that accompanies this energy, a steady force that's unshaken by outside distractions. This is someone who is not looking elsewhere or entertaining other possibilities. Their attention is fixed entirely on you. Whether this represents an external masculine energy in your life or an internal shift within your own divine masculine energy, the message is clear. This is someone, or part of yourself, who is deeply focused, committed, and stable, even if the outer circumstances may seem still. For some of you, this energy might reflect your own inner journey. Perhaps you're finding balance within yourself, learning to harmonize the masculine and feminine energies that reside within. You may be feeling more drawn to care for yourself in ways you've never done before, offering your inner world more love, attention, and nurturing than ever before. This grounded, steady energy could very well be a reflection of an inner shift. It might be you showing up for yourself in ways you never have before, listening to your own needs, practicing consistent self-love, and honoring your inner wisdom. The word listening keeps coming through strongly in this reading, as if the universe is inviting you to pause, take a moment, and truly hear what your soul is calling for. This is a reminder to trust that deep inner voice, and to offer yourself the care and attention you deserve during this powerful journey. Whether this energy is coming from an external masculine or something you're cultivating within yourself, it radiates with a deep, attentive presence. It's the kind of energy that listens, not just with the ears, but with the soul. If this energy is from an external masculine, they may seem quiet or contemplative, taking time to process everything you share with them. But know this: every word you speak is being absorbed, felt, and taken to heart. This person may not be the best with words. Expressing emotions might not come easily to them. While there's a strong emotional connection between you, they may find it difficult to put that bond into words. They aren't the type to woo you with eloquent speech or grand gestures. Instead, their feelings are intensely felt, even if they struggle to articulate them. Though they may remain silent more often than not, when they do speak, it's powerful. Their words are few but meaningful, carrying much more weight than anything they might say casually. Even though their way of expressing themselves may seem limited, the connection between you is very real. It's subtle but deeply present, like someone who sees and feels you at your core, even if they sometimes find it hard to communicate that. There's an underlying understanding and energy between you that words can't always capture. Next, we have the man holding a coin card, which adds another layer to this reading. Even if this masculine energy seems still or stagnant on the surface, there's much more going on beneath that exterior. On a deeper level, this person is going through a profound awakening. While you, Divine Feminine, have consciously embraced your role as a light worker, actively engaging with spiritual concepts, practices, and using language to describe your growth, this particular masculine has been an unconscious light worker up until now. He may not have recognized the spiritual work he's been doing, but his soul has been quietly evolving and awakening. He's been processing energies and going through shifts in a more subtle, perhaps hidden way. And now it feels like he's starting to awaken to this deeper calling. Even though it may appear that he's standing still, the groundwork for transformation is happening beneath the surface, and his consciousness is expanding in ways that may not yet be visible to the outside world. This means they've been unknowingly spreading light and uplifting those around them without fully realizing the impact they've had. Their presence alone has a powerful effect on others, even though they might not understand why people are drawn to them. The word alien is coming through, symbolizing how this masculine often feels out of place or disconnected from those around him. This sense of being different is actually part of his role as a light worker, though he's been doing this work unconsciously. People are naturally drawn to him for advice, comfort, or simply to be in his energy. Yet, despite this, he's never really understood why he has such an effect. He's always felt different, but he hasn't had the spiritual context or vocabulary to explain his experiences or why they happen. For some of you listening to this, I sense that you may actually resonate more with the divine masculine energy in this reading. This will likely speak to just a small number of you, but if it does, it may mean that you're identifying more with the divine masculine at this moment. Perhaps you've been unknowingly walking the path of a light worker yourself, and recently you've found yourself drawn to content like this, or following spiritual creators on platforms like YouTube, without fully understanding why. These videos may be a sign from the universe, gently guiding you toward greater awareness of your spiritual path on Earth. It's a way of helping you recognize and embrace the transformation you're going through, making the process a little clearer and more accessible. If you are a divine masculine listening to this, I'm sensing that your journey has been intense and challenging. You've probably felt misunderstood or isolated from those around you, yet there's this magnetic pull that draws people toward you, as though they instinctively know you have something to offer, even if you're not consciously aware of what that is. This message is really meant for those few divine masculines who may connect with it. For most of the masculine energies connected to the divine feminine, they may not yet be consciously aware of the spiritual transformations unfolding within them or their role as light workers. But for those who do feel that resonance, know that your journey is unfolding in a way that may feel confusing now, but ultimately leads you toward greater clarity and awakening. They may have noticed some strange glitches or disruptions in their life lately, unexpected challenges, or things not flowing as smoothly as they should in their work, finances, relationships, or even health. These things might feel out of sync, but they might not fully understand why they're happening. The truth is, this shift is taking place because they've been unknowingly operating as light workers, undergoing a profound ascension process without even realizing it. The card we've drawn is the heart chakra, and it speaks to a powerful awakening within this masculine energy. It shows that they are being pulled into their heart space, feeling an undeniable call to confront their emotions. My guides refer to this as a journey of the heart, which means they're being urged to explore the full depth of their emotional world, something they may not have done before. I'm hearing a soft, masculine voice saying, "I've never felt this emotional before." It's as if they're suddenly overwhelmed by feelings they can't ignore. They might even find themselves unexpectedly crying or feeling flooded with emotions that they can't quite explain. This is a deep emotional awakening for them, and it's something they're not used to. It's as if the dam holding back their emotions is beginning to crack, and now they're being flooded with feelings they can no longer suppress. This process may feel overwhelming, but it's part of their spiritual evolution, guiding them to embrace their emotions in a more profound way than ever before. It's a beautiful and transformative moment, even though it may feel like a lot to process all at once. Divine Feminine, if you've been feeling emotionally and energetically balanced, but have recently been hit by waves of grief, sadness, or intense emotions that seem to come out of nowhere, it's important to recognize that this could be a form of energetic transference. What this means is that the masculine energy, whether consciously or unconsciously, is focusing their attention so deeply on you that you're actually feeling their emotions as if they're your own. For many of you, this could be tied to a deep soul connection, one that strengthens the energetic link between you both. If this soul bond shows up in the cards, I'll be sure to point it out. But regardless of whether it's explicitly mentioned, know that this connection is making the way you feel each other's energy much more intense. It's like there's an almost seamless exchange between you, where their emotional state becomes yours, and vice versa. This exchange allows for energetic transference, which means it might feel as though their emotions are becoming your own, even if you're not physically with them. You might suddenly find yourself feeling their sadness, their fears, or even their emotional turmoil, and there may be no clear reason for it. It can be disorienting, but it's simply the energy you share flowing between you, bringing your emotional worlds closer than ever. If you've been connected to this masculine for a while, whether on a spiritual level or in person, you may have unknowingly absorbed some of their emotional healing in ways you didn't even realize. This process might have been happening even before you met in this lifetime, or during times of separation. Whenever they suppressed their grief, heartbreak, or emotional pain, it's possible that you, with your deep spiritual connection and intuitive ability, sensed and processed those feelings on their behalf. Without realizing it, you may have been energetically carrying some of their emotional weight. But now, it seems like this masculine can no longer avoid the emotions they've buried for so long. What they've tried to suppress is now coming to the surface, and there's no turning back. While you might still feel some of the lingering energy, the emotional ripples of their unresolved feelings, the truth is that they can no longer keep it hidden. What's surfacing for them is raw, unfiltered, and undeniably real. They may not fully understand it yet, but there's a clear shift happening in their emotional world, and they can't shut themselves off from it anymore. For you, Divine Feminine, this may feel like a sudden wave of emotions that you can't quite place or understand. You may wonder where they're coming from or why they're surfacing now. But it's important to remember that this is all part of the energetic exchange between you two. The deep connection you share means you're feeling the intensity of their emotional transformation, even if they themselves are just beginning to face it. As they face their emotions head-on and break through the old barriers they've kept up for so long, you're likely to feel the reverberations of their transformation within your own energy field. This is a powerful, divine connection, one that can be both challenging and deeply transformative. As they start to open up, your bond with them will also deepen, ushering in new levels of understanding, growth, and healing between you both. I'm hearing that they simply can't keep suppressing their emotions anymore. The walls they've built around themselves have finally crumbled. Imagine their emotions as a powerful river, and their repression was the dam holding everything back. Now, that dam has burst, and a flood of feelings is rushing out, intense, overwhelming, and all the emotions that were once held in are now flowing freely. A lot of this emotional energy is centered around you, divine feminine. Once they've experienced these deep feelings for you, there's no turning back. They can't rebuild the wall or hide from it any longer. All that they've kept inside is spilling out now, and it's unstoppable. This emotional release is an undeniable shift, one that opens the door to profound growth and healing, both for them and for your connection. For some of these masculines, as I've mentioned before, they've been unexpectedly overwhelmed with emotion when they're alone, tearing up or even crying while thinking about you, or sometimes for reasons they can't quite explain. This has been a massive shock to them. In the past, this person might have been someone who kept their emotions buried deep. They could have been the type of person others saw as unaffected by anything, perhaps even stoic. Some people may have even thought they lacked emotional depth or came across as emotionless altogether. For a few of these individuals, though not all, the emotional repression was so intense that they began to question if something was wrong with them mentally or emotionally, as if they were somehow blocked from feeling the way others do. But the truth is, it wasn't that they couldn't feel. It's that they had built such a solid emotional wall around themselves. Then you came into their life, or perhaps you reappeared in their awareness depending on your situation. You arrived with the purpose of breaking down that wall entirely. You've opened their heart, softened their inner world, and raised their vibration to a whole new level. This has turned their long-standing spiritual journey into something much more conscious and intense, sparking a deep transformation within them that they never saw coming. Now, part of them feels unprepared for this sudden awareness, whether it's about their spiritual awakening or, more specifically, the emotions that are now coming to the surface in relation to you, divine feminine. This whole experience has been eye-opening for them, and they're still in the process of adjusting to the profound depth of what they're feeling. What was once buried deep in their subconscious is now impossible to ignore. The emotional walls they built have finally crumbled, leaving their heart fully exposed. They're feeling more vulnerable than ever. Yet in that vulnerability, they are also starting to realize just how much they've been holding back. As I shuffle the traditional tarot cards once more to gain more insight, I can see someone in the picture who, in the past, with the Page of Swords reversed, was emotionally distant or even detached. They might have come across as someone who didn't seem to care much about others' feelings in past romantic connections, or perhaps other feminines felt that this person was emotionally unavailable or closed off. However, with the appearance of the Six of Swords, a significant shift has occurred. They can't run from it anymore. The healing process and the gradual opening up of their energy have been unfolding, and now they're at a turning point. All the emotions that are coming up right now, represented by the Four of Cups, are centered around a deep sense of regret. This masculine is currently feeling a deep sense of remorse for missed opportunities, moments in the past where they might have focused on things that now seem trivial or unimportant, whether it's related to their life, their love, or even their connection with you. Right now, they are in a reflective, almost dreamy state, spending a lot of time lost in daydreams and contemplation. Interestingly, I just dropped a whole pile of cards, which tells me there's a lot swirling around in this masculine's mind right now. When they find themselves alone, they often slip into a dreamy, almost fantasy-like energy. There's something about the connection with you that doesn't yet feel fully real or grounded to them. It's not anchored in their physical world just yet. But despite everything, their heart is entirely focused on you. They desire you deeply, and instead of seeking out someone else, they find themselves lost in thoughts of you. This energy is so strong right now that I can feel it radiating through the reading. What I'm sensing is that for some reason, this masculine has unintentionally put you on pause, almost like you're caught in a state of energetic suspension. It's as if the connection between you has been put on hold while they sort through everything that's happening within them. Let me begin by saying something I truly believe. You are the powerful creator of your own life. You have the natural ability to manifest anything you desire, whether it's in your career, your personal journey, or most importantly, in your romantic life. You hold the key to aligning with your highest path and attracting the love and connection that truly serve your soul's evolution. I want to be crystal clear about something right off the bat. I would never suggest that you put yourself on hold for anyone, especially if it goes against your intuition or doesn't feel right to you. Your inner guidance is sacred, and it is always the most trustworthy compass when it comes to navigating your heart's desires and the choices you face. However, today I'm speaking to a very specific divine feminine energy, one who might be experiencing something a bit different, something that feels frustrating, confusing, or even a little perplexing at times. If this resonates with you, stay with me. You might have noticed that when you try to connect with certain masculine energies, whether it's on a physical, emotional, or energetic level, there's a recurring sense of blockages, obstacles, or unexpected interruptions. It's almost like every time you try to move forward, something invisible stands in your way, slowing you down or pulling you back. What I'm picking up on is a very specific masculine energy that's subtly holding you in a state of suspension. It's as if you've been gently but unmistakably paused by an unseen force you don't fully understand. Just when you feel ready to move forward in a new, romantic connection, you find yourself drawn back toward this masculine energy, as if an invisible tether is pulling you in. The reason this is happening is that this masculine's thoughts, daydreams, and fantasies about you have become so intense and overwhelming that they're unintentionally pulling on your energy. This isn't about them trying to hold you back on purpose. It's more about how their energy is interacting with yours, often without them even realizing it. Imagine it like this. Just as you're about to take a step forward, an energetic wall appears, created by their emotional energy that subtly pulls you back. It's almost like clockwork. Just when you thought you were moving forward with someone new, this invisible force field, created by their energy, steps in and interferes. It's as if they are occupying space in your energetic field, pulling on your vibration, and you can't shake it. You may even feel this in a tangible way. Perhaps the person you were connecting with suddenly starts to pull away, or there's an emotional disconnection that wasn't there before. It's as if something doesn't feel quite right, and it leaves you questioning whether you should even continue with the connection. This sudden shift can be incredibly confusing because on the surface, everything may seem aligned, yet emotionally, it feels like there's an invisible barrier or force that's beyond your control. What I'm describing is an energetic pull, an interference that isn't due to self-sabotage or something you're waiting on. It's coming from this masculine's higher self or energetic vibration, and it's creating these subtle obstacles without either of you fully realizing it. It's almost like a protective mechanism that prevents you from fully investing in another connection, as if there's a part of you being held back, just in case this divine connection with them is meant to realign at the perfect moment in the future. Their energy is in flux, and it's pulling on you in ways that you can't control. Now, let me be very clear. I am not saying you should sit back and wait for anyone, or allow yourself to stay stuck in limbo, hoping for a connection that may or may not ever come to fruition. That's not the message here. What I'm pointing out is a dynamic that's hard to explain logically, yet it's deeply felt on an emotional and spiritual level. It's a situation where, despite your best efforts to move forward, you still feel energetically tethered to something that feels unfinished or unresolved. This dynamic can stir up a lot of emotional confusion, as you may feel torn between two realities. One, where you're open, ready, and excited to embrace new love, and another, where you're energetically tied to something that feels unresolved beneath the surface. It's like living in two worlds. One where you're trying to move forward and welcome new possibilities, and another where you're being drawn back to something that still feels incomplete or unsettled. It's a challenging space to navigate, and it can leave you wondering what's really happening. But if this resonates with you, know that you are not alone in feeling this way. This is a powerful, energetic experience that goes beyond the practical realm. It's deeply spiritual and emotional. It's an invisible force that's affecting your romantic journey in ways that may feel frustrating and confusing, almost like it's out of your control. But trust that you're being guided through this experience, even when the path feels unclear. Your inner wisdom will always lead you to clarity when the time is right. This situation is a gentle reminder that the universe is asking for patience, trust, and understanding. The potential for your connection to realign in the future is still there, but the timing needs to be just right. This period of energetic pause could actually be a sign that there are deeper spiritual lessons or healing still unfolding before this connection can manifest fully in the physical realm. Divine Feminine, I encourage you to trust your intuition. If you've been feeling that pull, that energetic block or confusion, know that it's a sign from the universe that something important is unfolding. You're not meant to hold yourself back or close off new opportunities. Instead, see this energy as a reminder that sometimes we're called to take a step back, reassess, and allow divine timing to work its magic. Keep your heart open to the possibility of new connections, but also stay grounded in the understanding that the right alignment will come when the time is perfect. Remember, love doesn't follow a linear path. Sometimes the universe asks us to pause, reflect, and let things fall into place in their own divine order. Trust that the right moment will come when your energy and your future partner's energy are in perfect sync, unfolding in a way that feels natural and aligned for you. To wrap up this reading, I'm going to pull one final card from the Rumi Oracle. Let's take a moment to absorb the last message that's meant to come through today. The card that has appeared is Divine Mother, Manifest, a powerful energy of creation and manifestation. I'd like to share a passage from the guidebook that beautifully captures the essence of this card. Oh, you living in the world of 6 directions, embrace both the sorrow and the joy, for the seeds that are buried deep in the ground will eventually bloom into vibrant orchards. Rumi. This message is a direct communication from the Divine Mother, the ultimate source of creation and manifestation. Every form, every shape, Every experience in the world flows from her divine essence. She is the foundation of everything, both seen and unseen. The Divine Mother reminds us that life isn't just about the moments of light, happiness, and clarity. It's also about the times of darkness, uncertainty, and challenge. These struggles aren't separate from the grand plan, they are part of it, as much as the moments of joy. Life's ups and downs, its highs and lows, are all sacred parts of the journey, visible only to the Divine Mother who sees the entire picture. How freeing it is to let go of the need to understand everything right now. We don't have to know every detail or reason behind every twist and turn. The only thing we need to do is trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, even when it doesn't make sense. Life is not a straight path. It's a beautiful, intricate dance of energies, and while we may never fully understand all the movements, we are always part of it. We are always being guided and protected, even in times when it feels unclear. So, take a deep breath and trust that you are being led to something that aligns with your highest purpose. There's an invisible force at work here, guiding you toward who you're meant to become, where you're meant to be, and what you're meant to do. It may not always be apparent, but know that you are never alone. The Divine Mother is offering her love, support, and infinite possibilities, always holding space for you, even in your darkest moments. She wants to remind you that you are uniquely important in this world. While the path may seem unclear or challenging at times, every step you take is part of your divine journey. There are no mistakes in your path. Each experience is an essential piece of the greater plan. Even when things appear out of alignment, trust that everything is happening exactly when it should. The seeds for your future success, growth, and fulfillment have already been planted. Every challenge, every moment of uncertainty is shaping you for the abundant life that's ahead. You are right where you need to be, and everything is working in your favor. You are constantly being lovingly guided and protected. Trust this, and trust in yourself. The Divine Mother is always supporting you, today, tomorrow, and forever. Your purpose is significant, and your journey is unfolding in the most beautiful and unique way. Continue walking your path with faith, trust, and surrender, knowing that all is well. Support this journey by interacting with the content. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Magnetize Official. Your engagement helps expand this loving and supportive community, and it ensures you won't miss future readings packed with wisdom and inspiration. And if you'd like to show some extra love and help the channel grow, you can send a super thanks. Your support means the world to me. Thank you for joining me today on this voyage of discovery and personal transformation. May you move forward with courage, clarity, and a deep trust in the incredible journey unfolding before you. Until we connect again, lovely souls, sending you love, light, and boundless faith in the beauty of your unique path.